Coming at you live from DNHQ in beautiful South Pasadena, California. This is the Blue Heaven Podcast. What is going on, my dudes? In the immortal words of Anthony Keene, my name is Clint. You can find me as Real FRG on Twitter and Instagram. I had to forget. I don't remember what my name was on all these things.
It's been a whole couple days, not a week. I was going to say a whole week. Gone, not alive.
Yeah. Well, I was alive.
Dead to the world.
I was living.
Living, but dead to the world. Guys, my name is Brooke. You can find me at BrookeMe3 and not on a pontoon. On today's show, Clint's alive. I'm kind of alive. We're here. We're happy. It's are we almost at September? When is September? Is September tomorrow?
September's in 2 days. I will wake you up.
When it ends.
When September starts.
Appreciate you.
Got him.
We got to talk a little bit about Dave kind of waving the white flag yesterday. Yeah. There was a lot of controversy over that. It wasn't good. I didn't like it. But
as the kids say.
We got to see JT pitch, and that's, I guess, something. Why would you put your 36-year-old man out there who's also a good bat that you're going to need for the playoffs out to pitch and possibly strain something? I don't know.
Don't ask Dave that question. This much we learned.
Pissed off.
We got updates on updates. There's some things and other stuffs and whatever things happening. We are giving away a signed copy of Tim Neverrett's COVID Curveball book. You can tune in or just wait a little bit and we'll tell you how you're going to be able to do that. We got a new Chancer game that's coming out. Should be after the live stream, but it'll definitely be live sometime for Tuesday. Chancer Thursday is going to be Chancer Fridays for the month of September because there aren't that many Thursday games. All of that and a whole lot more on today's episode of the Blue Haven Show, as we call it. Before we get into the show, we are a podcast that is Blue Heaven. If you look at Blue Heaven Podcast on the internet or on Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, Pandora, Andorra, your mom, wherever you look up your podcasts, we tend to live there. Do subscribe to us on YouTube, youtube.com/DodgersNationTV. Doug did a fine Doug Boy breakdown of JT's pitching experience on our YouTube channel. Check it out. New episode of 3 Up 3 Down with Eric Hulo dropped today on our Twitter, or not our Twitter, on our Instagram, on our thing. What's the thing called? YouTube. I just talked about it. There's a whole bunch of stuff. We're always going. We're always drinking, especially Brooke. Download our app while you're on the internet as well. There's the Dodgers Nation app. Get the 3 trillion downloads, and Gary will come back.
Yeah, if we get 3 trillion, maybe I'll cut my mullet. I don't know. I think people seem to like it, though.
I'm telling you, you look a lot better as a dirtbag than you do as a square.
As they say, that girl is a real crowd pleaser. Guys, don't forget, this is a live stream. We are here in the flesh. We are happy. He is off of a boat. I am hungover. And we need you guys to talk to us in the comments. So drop in, let us know where you're repping Dodger Nation tonight. We want to shout you out.
That we do. We got Matthew Thomas in the stream on YouTube saying happy Monday, everyone. Happy Monday. Matthew Thomas. Larry Scott says we only have 3 starting pitchers. W the F. Why are we starting them against the Braves and not the Giants? We are going to talk about that a little bit later. It's definitely a head scratcher. I can see both sides of it more later on. But, hey, it's a reason to question Dave even more.
Yeah, I like doing that sometimes. It's just a casual Monday over here.
We haven't gone in on Dave all that much.
We don't go in on Dave very much because I think that he's been dealt a real crappy hand this year. A lot of bad stuff's happened, and that's not on him all the time. But sometimes it is on him, as in one Matt Beaty move. But we will talk about that as well. Ryan Moore says, from one disgruntled Dodger fan to others, happy Monday, everybody. No Mo FOMO over on YouTube says, woo boys, lots to rant about. Yeah, we do. How does Matthew, you said that, how does he sweep the Padres but lose to the Rockies? If you had looked on the schedule and you said, hey, they're going to go 4-2 over the next between the next 2 series, how would you divide it up? I definitely would not have put 2 losses on the Rockies. I'll tell you that right now.
No.
Oh, boy.
Josh Gitt checking in from Sierra Madre. As you said, 626. Yeah, word to your mother. About to head out to the ravine, so enjoy the game. Enjoy I think it's a Mookie bobblehead.
Oh, there's a game tonight.
Make sure you double check. Our friend of the show, Jeff Snyder, said some of them are missing bats. I don't know if that's like him just joking because Mookie's not hitting too good.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, that would be a funny joke.
You get it?
I would like that one. But if it's real, definitely check that it has the bat.
Roach is in the stream. As usual, we appreciate you, Roach. He says he blames this weekend losses on me for trying to live my best chocolate wasted life. Mm-hmm. And that's just rude. That's racist.
I also blame it on you just because you weren't here, so it's just easier to do that. You also weren't around to defend yourself, so it was way easier.
Yeah. Win in a boat.
Leslie says, happy Monday. JT looked good out there on the mound. I mean, if you had one takeaway, it was like at least that was fun to watch, right? Yeah, I mean, did you even watch it?
I watched it. I woke up for that.
Okay.
I got back, and then I napped. And then I woke up, and then I was like, hey, why is JT on the mound? He is covered in pine tar.
He has a lot of... Okay, number one...
I didn't check his hat.
Number one, did not know you were allowed to pitch in sunglasses. That's new to me.
I'm
pretty sure you're not allowed to.
They just didn't check.
They were like...
They didn't care.
Whatever, dude. It's Justin Turner. A fat pine tar on his back. Fat pine tar.
That was one of the big things I was thinking about afterwards, and it just kind of kept like snowballing in my brain hole. So if... who the hell is their manager? Is it still Bud Black? If Bud Black decided to
check him,
yeah, if he's like, hey, can you check that guy? Would JT have been suspended for 10 games for having sticky stuff?
I think
they have taken his third base glove from him?
I think theoretically they would have had him change jerseys because there's definitely a backup jersey.
His hat
Probably
is like
hat.
OG Kershaw nasty.
There's got to be like a real footnote in the rule that's like, except position players, don't check them.
Yeah. So make pine tar legal again is what we're saying here. Eric is in the stream. He says, wait, do you guys always do a pregame show? No, but we do a pregame show on Mondays when the Dodgers are playing. So if you can talk to like Major League Baseball, have them adjust the schedule so we get our Mondays, we'd appreciate it. Thanks.
Big fan of Mondays. Just kidding. I don't really like Mondays at all.
No Mofomo says it was a risk to send JT out there. I don't know if you said
That's
that one.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't say that one specific comment yet, but I was like, hey, man, he's not a spring chicken. He's an old dude, man. And
absolutely.
There was a pitcher, a Dodgers position player a couple years ago. I forget who it is. Maybe it was Franklin Gutierrez. I don't remember who it was, but got hurt after throwing. Like had a strained forearm. And I was like, that happens. Like because guys come out there, they're excited to pitch.
I don't think he was ever healthy enough to play.
Somebody came out, and it's one of those situations where you're so excited to pitch, and they tell you when you go out there, like, hey, you're not throwing as hard as you can towards home plate. You're just throwing the ball right down the middle. JT was pumping 76, 77 at times. That's throwing the ball pretty hard for a third baseman that's just 36 years old and trying to throw strikes.
And wasn't trying. Did you see Doug hit it on the video, too. His spin rate was like 1,800 or something like that.
Really?
Yeah. So JT really needs that spider tack on there. Matthew Thomas says, Doug, always be dropping bangers. That's right. Make sure you subscribe so you can see all of that tasty Doug.
Tasty Doug.
That is not a thing I ever want to say again in my life. Eric says Doug is better than John Boy. I would agree, but that's because I work with one and not with the other one. I think somebody else asked. I think I saw Roach ask if we're going to get Chris Rose now. No, I would love to because Chris Rose is an icon. He is delicious.
You call Chris Rose delicious? I don't know if we call him
Oh, wait, no. He says Kevin Millar to join the team. Ooh, I cannot handle Kevin Millar.
He's too much person.
Definitely way too much person. We got Jason in Glendale. We have Papo Davey in Tucson, Arizona.
Already said D-Mac, John Boy West. It's pretty good.
A lot of people in here. Norma's in the stream. Thank you for hanging out with us, Norma. A whole bunch of folks in here. Papo Davey asking if Mookie's still hurt. No, he's just still ramping up. On the Twitch, Derek checking in from the 618 Illinois. So Mr. and Mr.
Chicago. I don't know.
It's
the only place in Illinois that I know.
Humboldt County, home to all of the fine, dankest stuffs. 310 Anthony Keene checking in, SF Bay. Eric says I was pretty wasted on my vacay. You know what? I'm sad I wasn't more wasted.
Somebody told me Eric was at the game on Saturday. I don't remember that.
How embarrassing.
Good to see you again, Eric.
Anyways, all right. That's a whole bunch of stuff that we got going on there. We appreciate you guys. We're going to keep diving in to the comments along the way as we usually do. First, I want to stop and do a quick little plug, and a giveaway. So I titled this part COVID Timmy so I can remember. But a friend of the show, Tim Neverett, Dodgers broadcaster, you guys know him. You've seen him. He's been on the show. He's on the show like 2 months ago or something like that. His book, I believe, officially drops tomorrow, COVID Curveball. We were able to get our paws on a copy when we saw him at the ballpark a couple weeks ago. Let's pretend we were all wearing masks because we're at the stadium and they're like blah, blah, blah. But anyways, we got the book. It's there. It's book shaped. It has pages. It has the whole thing. That's going on sale officially, or it's going to be shipping if you pre-ordered tomorrow on Amazon. It'll be available through his publisher if you want to, just at Tim. He can help get you set up with one, even a signed copy. He can help get you set up with one. We, I think, are even going to try to help eventually distribute some books for him. We're going to figure out some things. Him and Gary are talking. We'll see. Anything else, any ways to get quality Dodger content into the, what is it called? Stockings that need to be stuffed during the Christmas time.
That's it. Yeah, you nailed it.
Was it me or did you find a comment?
Jesus says Brooke looks faded in that picture.
Should have saw him about 5 hours later.
That was the part I remember. I remember that part of that.
By the way, how does it feel to become a meme?
It's pretty good. I'm very meme worthy.
Yeah.
I did the thing and people memed that.
Yeah, you did the drunk.
Well, yeah, got a real good dance going on, guys.
Anyways, with all that said, we are going to be giving away a copy of the book, a signed copy of the book. Signed not by me, not by Brooke, but by Gary. And then we're going to cross over and Tim's going to sign it. How to win. The question is, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to keep it 2020 Dodgers related. Who hit the most home runs for the Dodgers during the 2020 postseason? It's a pretty easy answer. You're going to drop it into the comments here if you're watching live. This is going to be on YouTube, but I don't know. Maybe if you have an answer, DM Tim or something. I don't know. And we'll keep it simple. Keep it on YouTube if you want the book. Otherwise, you can go to him. But who hit the most home runs for the Dodgers in the 2020 postseason? Drop your answers here on YouTube in the live stream. The comments also after the live stream to rewatch. We will find a see a bunch of answers popping up. We will find a subscriber. You have to be subscribed to win.
You better subscribe if you're typing in the name of the individual who is the right answer. There's a lot of them. I see a lot of them.
And it's on YouTube only. So subscribe on YouTube, and then we will pick a winner, and we will announce that winner next week. Get a signed copy in your hands. One lucky Dodgers Nation TV subscriber on YouTube. I've pushed the YouTube button, subscribe button again. Final thing, Tim's going to be at Rancho on Thursday. Rancho Cucamonga at the Quakes game at Lone Mart, home of the Quakes. Thursday, meet and greet. There's going to be a book signing there. You can pick up a copy of the book there. I'll be stopping by because I was already going to be at the game, so I'll stop by, say hi. I'll awkwardly record Tim doing Tim things while he's there. But Tim is going to be giving away 4 Dodgers tickets to an upcoming game. It is September 12th against the Padres. So one lucky winner there is going to get 4 tickets at the Rancho game. So come on out. It's also like $3 beer night or something like that. Rancho's good. They have baseball players there that are fun, etc. Is that everything?
That's everything. You covered it all real quick. We appreciate you for that.
Moving on. It's been an odd week of baseball, guys. We're doing 1 weeks again. We might ramp up and have to do 2 weeks again in September.
Closer to playoff time. Give me a break, fellas.
Dodgers sweep the Padres. Sidebar, where are those fans at, by the way? Where all them Padres fans go?
You see that Zach kid just like completely give up on his team from his mom's basement? I mean, his parents' basement.
Was he planning the funeral? Or?
I'm not sure what was happening. Definitely going to hell for that one. There was like I don't know what to say about this team anymore. They're just bad. And that is the sweet
really bad
taste of defeat in a team. When you know that your fans have given up on you, we're like, it doesn't even hurt me anymore what Dodger fans say. I know this team's bad. And I'm like, oh yeah, keep crying. You little bitch, keep crying.
Yeah.
The fans are gone.
They're gone.
They're gone. They're
gone. They weren't in the series at any point. Usually, I mean, the earlier in the season, there were. We got some crap leading up into the series. Not
even that much though.
I love each and every time now seeing the updates. Like it's just April going back to the Padres. I'm waiting for the Padres to delete that tweet. But you survived the 16-inning game. You survived the longest regular season game since 2019. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, that was some. Lucas, close your ears. That was a terrible game, man. Everything about it was just like. And you could predict everything that was going to happen. Like, to a T, you could be like, here's what's going to happen on this particular play. And then it would happen. And you'd be like, yep, I knew it. And then you're in the 13th inning, and you're like, it can't go any longer than this, right? And then you're in the 15th inning, and you're like, I would like to die. I would really like to die. Here's the biggest problem, though. Bars close down at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
You can't get a beer if they don't get out in time. So the game got out, and we had to hustle out and go get a beer because I was like, I need beer because beer had been closed for many an inning, by the way.
Yeah. You missed, there was like 9 innings of no beer?
I was having withdrawals in the stands. I'm like, this is stupid. They got to have somebody come around with like at least a shot of beer or something.
I think Mrs. FRG and I were talking about it. It's like, I'm pretty sure Brooke got super drunk, and by the time the end, he's like fully sober and then into the hangover by then.
I sobered up all the way through extra innings. Like from the 7th inning on, I was like, I am now sober. This game is absolute balls.
Did you have that thing where Homer Simpson's like, well, this game is boring? boring.
Yeah. At some point,
or
I was like, oh wow, baseball is boring. This is a boring sport.
So I forget what your stance is on the extra inning softball rule. Do you have a fonder respect for that rule in cutting, drastically reducing the 16 inning game?
I was like, it should help, but it didn't help.
It didn't help.
If anything, it complicates the situation because they overthink it and they're like, you know what? Yeah. Maybe if we bunt here, and then Dave's like, we're going to intentionally walk 73 guys in extra innings and see what happens. At some point, I was like, just walk them in, just walk them all in. Let's get this shit on the road. I gotta go, guys. I'm tired. It's terrible.
Yeah, I posted something on Facebook on the Dodgers Nation Facebook at like midnight. It's like got the most clicks I've got on there in a billion years.
I said during the
people
game,
were all about that game.
I said during the fourth inning, maybe I was like, "This feels like an extra innings game," and then somebody was like, "Please don't say that." And then 16 innings later, we walk out with a win. Notably, Padres fans very angry after a 16-inning loss. There were a lot of them fighting each other. There were a lot of them saying a lot of really bad things to me on the way out. Not a welcoming stadium, by the way. A beautiful stadium. Not a welcoming fan base.
It used to be back when, but I mean, all the Dodger fans that go there, they had to go home early because
Tuesday night, packed full of Dodger fans.
They had to work.
Packed.
That's where Padres fans just scurry back home to their parents' basement.
A lot of them went home in the ninth inning. A lot of Padres fans went home in the ninth inning. It was kind of wild. I was like, I thought only we do this. I get it. We got jobs and it's hard to get out of the stadium. We leave early.
Ari Swerdlow says, I live in San Diego and I have not seen any Padres fans in weeks. Tony says, Padre fan tears are delicious. Can confirm. I'm sure you can now. Leslie says, even their own fans were fighting amongst themselves in the stands. Good times. Anytime you could do that. I mean, I see this as an absolute win. Everything all around was great. The Dodgers, they go in, they sweep, they make them look bad, they make them cry, they make me look bad in the right way that I was hoping to. Because I predicted the Dodgers would lose 2 or get swept because that's just what they've done. I was one series off. What I thought was going to happen in San Diego happened against the Rockies, where they couldn't get it up, they couldn't look good, even slightly. Dodgers looked absolute trash. I mean, from what I've seen, I'm not going to be here is what I'm saying. I caught glimpses of the Rocky series. I caught different strands of tweets when I was on the facilities. But I'm like, oh, everybody looks real angry right here.
Yeah, it was an angry weekend. Yeah. I mean, coming back from sweeping the Padres and then having just absolutely putting soup in the bed, whatever we call it.
Soup in the bed, big time. I mean, what was the deal? Obviously, I haven't watched. I'm not going to go back and watch any of the press conferences or any of that because I'm not a psychopath. But why the back-to-back openers? Why did Dave decide to start?
Just matchup based.
I guess DP has been bad in the first inning.
Not only that, but run of hitters. I mean, the run of hitters made sense to not face off against them, to avoid them as many times as possible. For him, it makes sense. I mean, I think the biggest thing was like, we got to make sure DP avoids CJ Cron. I think that was the big thing. It, didn't sit well with people, but it made sense on paper. I mean, if you're going to essentially throw what equates to a bullpen game anyways, you can kind of put DP in there anywhere you want to. It doesn't really change it up too much. He's still going to prepare as a starter. He's just going to keep it warm in the bullpen. But not that it backfired, but it didn't work. And that wasn't the problem at all. Oh, no,
it wasn't run scoring or it wasn't run prevention. It was the bats. Non-existent bats. 7 runs in the 3 games, 16 hits all weekend, 184 batting average in the series, and it continues the streak of when they play against bad teams, when they play down to bad teams, they play down to bad teams.
Way down.
They play in Padre fan basements.
And it might have had some. It's not even so much that I think in the past, I think at the beginning of the season, after a Padres series, would be like, well, I mean, was there just a lot of emotion? Did they kind of run out of juice on that? Because that tends to happen to them. It wasn't even necessarily that. The Padres series was fun. It wasn't nearly where it was a couple months ago, though. No. The intensity wasn't nearly the same. It was fun to watch, but it wasn't a situation where you have 2 teams fighting for first place. You have one team fighting for first place and the other team fighting to stay alive in the playoff race, and that's just a completely different feel to it. So maybe there's something to that, maybe there's not. I don't know. But the bats absolutely look terrible. They lose the series. They score, you said, 7 runs and 16 hits all weekend. They batted 184.
Terrible.
184 in the series, and that's just not the Dodgers. They don't do that. But also, more importantly than all of that, Dave kind of punted the weekend.
He absolutely punted Sunday.
It's hard to look at this and be like, no, he didn't punt. Like, You put out a starting lineup that doesn't have Mookie, JT, and Will Smith on it. Number one, I get it. You got to rest Mookie. I get it. You got to rest JT. I get it. Will Smith caught a hell of a lot of games. He definitely caught the 16-inning game, and that's absolute garbage for him. I don't think I could ever catch 16 innings in my life. But the bottom of the lineup consisted of, let's say, 4 pitchers. It's 4 pitchers. Let's call it what. I mean, hey, wait. I need to give a little bit of respect to Austin Barnes. This is something I never do. Us Riverside folks, we don't represent each other at all. We don't fight for each other. It's fight for your own life out there.
Yeah.
He's been better. He's been much better. He is in a situation now where I would rather have Austin Barnes in a big situation than Cody Bellinger. And that is a bad thing. We should not be there. But I digress. You got Belly, McKinstry, Barnes, and a pitcher at the bottom.
You can't have Austin Barnes be your number 3 hitter and like your second run of hitters.
Oh my God, it's just,
if that makes sense.
Like, this is your guy. Like, this is the guy you're going to.
That's 4 almost guaranteed outs when you include the pitcher spot. So, man, I mean, you just go that route. You pull 3, work it better. Like change things up. Give Mookie a different day off than Will. You can't have Mookie and Will Smith out of the same lineup. JT, he's whatever. We said he's old. He hasn't been overly crushing the ball this month. But you can't have 3 of those dudes out and 4 dudes that terrible rounding out your lineup.
I think Dave thought in his mind, he's like, we're going to need all these guys for the San Diego series. We're going to need to run them out there against them. And he kind of took Colorado for granted. And it definitely showed up. The Sunday game was just absolute garbage. And then you're down 5 runs, which is
only 5 runs.
It's not insurmountable. It's not a close game by any means, but it's not insurmountable. You down 5 runs and you say, you know what? Let's run JT out there. This is a good situation to save the bullpen. This is a good situation to make sure that we don't have to burn any guys that are unnecessary. Imagine, if you will, you throw JT out there, he gives up 2-3 runs, and the Dodgers come back and score 2-3 runs, and then the game ends.
Yeah.
The uproar, the outrage that would go along with that, he would be crucified. Like, there's no way the fan base is going to let him get away with that. Luckily for him, it was fun, and JT got out of it. And there's no reason that he should have gotten out of it. There is no reason. He faced a very good run of hitters and gave up 2 singles and then a couple pop outs and a ground out. But
well, I mean, we've seen big league hitters do that all the time, where they just try to crush it, or they don't know. I mean, you saw Trevor Story, the first pitch, he was kind of laughing. So you go up there and you're not really going to take it serious. But you saw JT took it like, he took it, honestly, kind of took it Russell Martin serious. He wanted to get some outs. He's been apparently begging Dave for this for quite some time. I don't care. You're not going to talk me into it. It's not close, or it's too close of a game, and that game means too much. You already know, looking at the scoreboard, the Giants at that time were down 9-0 or something. You need to pick up those games because you're running out of time. It is late. It is no longer early. It is late. It is late in the season. You got 1 month left. It felt like a white flag, man. It felt like Dave just punted. He didn't have any faith in his team's ability to come back. And that's got to be a little bit concerning. You're down 5-0. You're only down 5-0. He turns to JT because JT asked politely. I mean, I don't know, man. Doesn't pass the eye test for me. Doesn't pass the sniff test.
There's not a lot of stuff that Dave does that I'm really upset or annoyed with or angry about. But we're going to talk about 2 of them today. Because number 1, JT, and that's its own situation in itself. And we'll talk about the next one because I think you and I are pretty fired up about it. And with good reason. I would say with good reason.
So this is what Dave had to say after the game, which will determine whether or not it helps JT pitching or not.
I know it didn't affect the outcome, but can you explain why you used Kenley in the 8th and ended up with Justin Turner on the mound in a 5-0 game?
Well, I think to work backwards, we had some guys that we want to stay away from. When you're down 5-0 and you've got 3 hits through 8 innings, the chances, the likelihood of come back to win. So to use a leverage guy in the 9th, I didn't feel good about that. Talked to Justin. He was on board with saving the pen, and that just speaks to, I've gone on and on about Justin. So to save our pen, a leverage guy, to be a team leader, to do it, take it for the team, that was that piece. As far as Kenley, I just felt that stay away from Blake today to potentially give us 1+ tomorrow. Kenley was on board with doing that. So it wasn't any kind of role reversal. It was more of how we're going to get through this game the best way we can.
And follow up on Justin Turner, I appreciate the fact that he's a team player and all, but a 5-0 game didn't seem like the kind of deficit you bring a position player in. How did he sort of talk into that? And what's
No, I went to him, and I still think that, the way we've leaned on Alex Vesia to get him in this game, to have him down for the next day or two against the Braves in a game that, in my opinion, it was unlikely we were going to win. Given how we performed offensively today and the last couple of days. So it saved the leverage arm. So I would do it again if the situation presented itself.
He said, here's my hole. I'm going to dig it here. Keep digging. Dig here. All right.
I mean, I guess it's slightly better than him just saying, I don't know, which has been kind of his go-to for a lot of the season.
I don't know the answer to that.
Man. I don't know. How do you guys? Is that better for you? Is that worse? I mean, he said, I didn't think we could win that game. You should always feel you can win every ball game, even if it's only down 5. And if you don't feel it, you don't say it. Like that is the closest Dave has come to throwing his entire team under the bus.
If you're down 15 runs in the 9th inning, whatever. You're going to lose that game. I understand it. You're not at a point now where you're completely out of it. I mean, they got close a couple times where it's like, hey, base it. Now you're in business. Now you got something cooking. It doesn't take us so much, but you know what? It is what it is. He did it. He went through with it. It ended up actually working out kind of well for him, which is funny. I don't love it. I'm not ever going to be happy about it.
Apparently, Mason Jones is a big fan of that Roberts decision, so this is probably Dave's burner account. Matthew Thomas, a smarter Dodger fan here, says you never give up on your team that you manage. And I've even done that with my softball team for years and years now, and they're god-awful, but I never give up. Or I just turn to the bottle and the bag and start drinking.
Real bad.
Anyways, you hope he finds a way. You hope Dave finds a way to be, let's say, more articulate with his decisions or explanations of his decisions. I mean, to me, in that situation, I don't know why I did that would have been better than I didn't think we could win. Because if you didn't think you could win, then you probably didn't put together the right lineup to begin with, or you didn't have the right guys. My dude, you got the most expensive lineup in baseball. You got $1 trillion. Look at it, spit take from Brooke Me3.
Drives me to drinking. But I have a real drinking problem lately in terms of like being able to physically drink.
Yeah, that is a drinking problem.
That's a drinking problem. Yeah.
Anyway,
I think that's an airplane bit. I need to.
I don't know. I guess that's enough of that. It's annoying. It's frustrating. It's one game, but it means a whole lot in the grand scheme of things because you need to win games to win them. Thank you. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I'm catching up to you on the season leaderboards, bud.
Are you talking about Chancer?
Chancer.
Yeah.
You're in trouble, buddy.
Speaking of Chancer, hey guys, Chancer Thursday is going to become Chancer Fridays for the month of September because, like I said, there aren't that many games on Thursdays in the month of September. So last week, Vicente Chente 31007 won the Sweet Dodgers hoodie. This week we're giving away. Actually, we're not giving away the weekly prizes this month. This month instead, or next month, September, it's going to be your 4 best scores of the entire month out of the 5 games you can play, because I think it ends on October 1st will be the last Friday game. We're going to take the 4 best scores, add them all up, and that person's going to win it's like a $400 big-ass neon clock, like a wall clock. So it's pretty sweet. So go to chancerhq.com/Dodgers. You can play our game. This isn't us just hawking the game. We're actually like involved in it, occasionally, much to the chagrin of me. Occasionally, I said.
Work is work.
And apparently Brooke has passed me, and now all of a sudden he's taking it seriously.
I'm getting close to passing you. I haven't passed you yet. On the season leaderboards, I crushed you this week, though. Ugh, I'm so much better than you.
Oh, it's only like I had my eyes on a pontoon.
Oh, I didn't play for the first 2 weeks, so who's counting?
Hey, look at here. Look at here, weasel pissant. But, yeah, download the game. You'll get a notification as soon as the game comes out live. It should be out sometime after this live stream, possibly during the game here on Monday. Or if not, it'll definitely be out for Tuesday going forward. The game will be this Friday. And, I think it's going to be fun. Like I said, the best 4 scorers will win a big-ass clock. You could wear it. You can call yourself, who's that one clock wearing dude?
Coolio.
Yeah, Coolio had his clock.
That's before my time, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah. Anyways, that's about it. Join the game. You'll see our mugs there. Some of the other Dodgers Nation staff will be there.
Our mugs? Oh, our heads.
Face.
Yeah.
Old people call it your mug.
They meant like a mug.
No.
I hate it here.
You got corrected.
It's Flavor Flav. It's not.
Flavor Flav. You should know this thing, Blade.
It is Flavor Flav, yeah.
Flavor.
Flavor.
White dude.
Yeah, look at my hair, man.
Oh, we got a Seeger in there. People tuning in early.
No,
Yeah.
that's the guy who wears the clock.
He had the wrong start time. I gotcha.
Oh, yeah.
We also wanted to do a thing. I'm gonna make this an odd setup for Throwback Thursday on a Monday with our friends at Vintage Brand. Guys, our friends at Vintage Brand have over 10,000 unique logos of your favorite professional sports teams, colleges. There's a gift for every sports fan there. Shirts, sweaters. We use the beer koozies. We use the can insulators here. We love them. There's cool artwork. There's a whole bunch of stuff for that just really help deck out your Dodgers office. With everybody working from home, or a lot more people working from home these days, you can sign up at Vintage Brand. It's vintagebrand.com/site/subscribe. You can save 40% off your first order. You also sign up, they'll send you a whole bunch of different promo codes and different things. They tend to have a lot of 50% offs running throughout the year. So go check them out. It's really cool. You can gear up from Vintage Brand before the playoff run. Yeah,
good call.
But this week's Throwback Thursday on a Monday is about throwing back to that time. Hey, you remember that time that Dave Roberts sent down Matt Beaty? I get up to the cabin. I'm feeling good. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm checked out. Everything in my life is perfect. I'm about to be drunk all weekend on a pontoon. One of my favorite baseball players still has a major league job. and then I turn to the press release.
It's like the waking up out of a coma meme. It's like, is my favorite baseball player still on my favorite baseball team?
What the hell, dude? All right. Well, in case you missed it, so Matt Beaty got sent down along with Gavin Lux.
Footnote. That's a footnote. We don't care about Gavin.
In a move. What was it? To be fair, it did take Mookie Betts to send down Matt Beaty. So it's a good move.
Yeah, I
guess in the grand scheme of things,
phrase it that way.
I would much rather have Mookie Betts on my roster than Matt Beaty, but I would also much rather have Matt Beaty over what's his name? William McKinney.
Oh man.
Did we ever officially let him play or DFA McKinney?
No, we didn't. But we did do a deep dive into the numbers, and even before McKinney had like a decent stretch of games, even before we had decided like, hey, you know what? The numbers aren't quite there to support this. I don't know what the deal is here. After, he's been much worse. And so he's got like an OPS plus of like 56 with the Dodgers. That's with the Dodgers, by the way. That's not with his two other major league teams that he's played with this year. And Dave continues to insist that he likes the at-bat qualities. He likes the consistency. He likes to see him consistently suck ass out there on the field is what he likes. That's his consistency. I don't understand what the infatuation is. I don't understand how much better his defense could possibly be. He says defensive versatility. He has no versatility. He says he can play first base. He doesn't play first base, though.
No, he did. He played. Didn't he play
one time.
Yeah.
One time he played at first base.
I will admit he looked... A couple of the plays looked a little smooth.
He looked first baseman-ish.
Yeah.
And that's great.
But that's because we
also have Albert Pujols at first base.
Two chunky boys playing one.
Hey. Put some respect on Max Muncy, okay?
We don't play first base all that smooth.
I just don't understand how you can look at a situation with Matt Beaty and Billy McKinney and you can say, significantly better, Billy McKinney. Keep him. I don't get it whatsoever. I don't get the infatuation. So I stand by our statement and our belief that there is a secret beef going on between the two, between Doc and Matt Beaty. I don't know what it is. I don't think we'll ever know what it is. I can't wait for his 30 for 30 20 years from now or whatever it is that is behind the scenes. But you go by the numbers. Matt Beaty hitting .333 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. Something that we've had a hard time with for a very long time. Much better this year. 2 outs and runners in scoring position. .333, Matt Beaty. And that's not a small sample size, by the way.
Yeah, that's a good number, right? That's good?
It's good.
Okay.
High leverage situations. .302. High leverage. Good, right? Hitting 208 as a pinch hitter because he's used in the wrong circumstances. He's used in the wrong situations. Dave wastes him time and time again. He's hitting 208. 284 as a starter. So Dave's sentiment that he is much better and our guy as a pinch hitter, because that's what he does, is not accurate. He's a starter. He's a ball player. This is what he does. He comes out, he rolls out of bed, and he hits. And yes, I understand. People are like, well, this guy just loves Matt Beaty. I absolutely love Matt Beaty, and I understand there is definitely a bias there. And it is okay because the numbers support it, and I don't care.
When the team is struggling as much as they have on offense, you need somebody who is good at putting the ball in place, somebody that's good at keeping the line moving. Hell, somebody that could actually make contact using their baseball bat onto the baseball.
You just got to put the ball in play sometimes, man. I mean, that's all you really need. And Matt Beaty, time and time again, will put the ball in play.
Matty Cakes can fall out of bed and hit the side of a barn. He can hit. Dude can hit. That's what he does.
Leslie says, you guys love Matt Beaty the same way I love Scott Van Slyke. I think that's Roach's burner account. I'm not 100% positive.
Oh, man.
You guys might need to be friends.
That would be a glass-shattering moment. But how stupid the idea of that, oh, he's our pinch hitter dude and whatever. I mean, we saw this early on in the season. Beaty had a 7 RBI game and got, rode the bench the next day, and I think they lost because that's just what they were doing at that time.
Yep. It's frustrating. It is frustrating to know that it's there.
Matt Beaty is not a good defensive ball player. I understand it. He can be better.
You know what comes with good defense?
Playing time.
Playing time.
Yeah, but
consistent playing time at an actual position that he plays.
He himself said his favorite position is in the left-handed batter's box. He's aware of the fact he's not a brilliant defender.
No.
He doesn't need to be a brilliant defender to be the number 8 guy in the lineup, to be the number 7 guy. He doesn't need to be a Gold Glove dude. He doesn't need to have the greatest wheels, the greatest arm, or whatever. He just needs to be able to receive a ball somewhere in a circle around him. Oh, my God.
It is Roach. His daughter took his phone.
Gotcha.
I was like, man, there's no way there are 2 Scott Van Slyke fans in our channel. There's no way.
So, to finish my thought, Billy McKinney, sure, maybe a fine defender. The numbers say he has, 1 defensive run saved than Matt?
He has more. He has 5 more in total between the negative that Matt Beaty provides in left field or right field. So he's better. He is a better defensive player for sure, and I will concede that every single time. I do believe that if you gave him consistent opportunities, that he could find it more.
Yeah.
I support that wholeheartedly, and I'm willing to bet my career on that. I don't really have one, so you can brook it. Anyways, the fact that man is now playing at AAA, oh my God, is so frustrating, so infuriating. And September call-ups, what is it, expanded 28 this year?
I think so.
I think it's 28 this year.
Yeah.
Granted, he'll be back.
He's probably never going to come back.
Oh my God, can you imagine if he didn't come back during September call-ups?
Roster crunch. Dude, again, they call it a roster crunch. Just imagine how much of a kick in the balls that needs to be. You're doing everything you can when you get an opportunity. And they're like, sorry, you're just not good enough. This other guy, who's been released by 2 other teams this year, is better than you.
He got released by the Mets. How bad you gotta be?
Lol Mets.
How bad you gotta be?
I would have.
They boo their fans.
In any GD lineup right now, I would have goddamn Matt Beaty batting ahead of Corey C. Or what's his name? Is that Cody Bellinger, the bad one?
Bellinger. You should have optioned Cody, man.
Oh God, 2018 FRG would have loved that.
Oh my God, dude! If you're like, hey, Matt Beaty's gonna go up and Cody Bellinger's gonna go down, you probably would have blown a gasket.
All right, that's enough complaining about the past. That's what we do.
No, we do that all the time.
Yeah. We've often talked about the whole idea of how do shows that do it daily or multiple times per week, how do they do it? And those shows are so much easier because they're just talking about that thing that day and what happens today. Those shows are so easy. Think of how easy those what are those shows called?
Those shows.
The pregame shows we do in the postseason. Those shows are easy because you're just talking about a little bit of shit that happened last night, a little bit of the shit that's going to happen today, and you talk about it. And you're good to go. Now we got to go back 5 days and be angry about Matt Beaty. So
I like to do that.
Anyways, we have a lot of things to say about the past.
We were mad, and then we weren't mad, and then now we're mad again.
And now we're looking forward is what I'm getting at. The Braves are in town in Los Angeles. Could be a postseason preview once again. We got Welcome Home Jock Part 2. Do you think they're going to play another video for him? It's a little awkward.
It's a little weird. They're like,
This is
another
like-
team.
This is like
Screw it.
It's like a college friend coming to a party. And like an old college friend coming to a party. Haven't seen him in a while. And
Like
then
the 32-year-old
they're
frat bro.
still there. Like, oh, you need some help cleaning up or anything? It's like 5 a.m. He's like, dude,
Please
please just
go
want to go to sleep. It's the old, well, you slap
about
your
that
knees on the
time.
hands. Anyways, Jock's back. That's cool. He's part of that completely new feeling Atlanta Braves team, because since the last time these two teams met, a whole lot has changed. They got a brand new outfield because Acuna's knee died. They traded away that guy who was not a very good left fielder for them. They killed off Ender Inciarte finally.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Marcel got arrested.
Marcel. Hey, per the team, he's just on the IL right now. So, yeah,
Okay.
that's
Me,
what it
me
says.
too.
But there's also a new look bullpen in a way, because they had a really bad bullpen early on. It's a good team. They're a better team. They're not the Mets. That makes them that much better. So you got some good matchups. Julio against Drew Smiley. It's fine.
Oh, he's a guy.
I remember that time Drew Smiley killed himself in the World Baseball Classic, and then he thought he was going to be done because he didn't pitch for 30 years, it felt like.
I do remember that.
Yeah, good times. Well, he's back. Walker Buehler goes against Charlie Morton. I'm really tired of seeing Charlie Morton, to be honest. It's kind of over it.
I thought he was just on different
Yeah,
teams.
can he
now.
just,
Can he just go to teams that we're not playing anymore? I'm really tired of him.
Can he just
Go to the
retire?
Yankees or something, Chuck. Come on, man.
Max Scherzer going against Max Fried, which is one of those funny words. You look at it as Max Fried, but it's it's fried.
Fried Freed.
Yeah, like
And then two Maxes.
like a fried egg. Yeah, it's a max on max crime. I'm not overly excited. I'm still mad about Beaty. That's where I'm at right now. That's where my headspace is
Can't
at.
get over it.
I mean, I love Dave Roberts, man, but I don't know.
We notably, we are not with the mass of Dodger fans that are against Dave Roberts. We're not that crew. We like Dave Roberts. I've had good experiences with him. I've had good conversations with him. He's a nice guy. He's a good player manager.
Yep.
Don't really have a lot of problems with issues that he makes. I have criticisms at times, but overall, I think he's a good manager. I think he should continue to manage this team. I have never been aboard the fire Dave Roberts train ever before in my life. Neither has he. But egregious decision.
I would want nobody else running this team. I mean, imagine having Tony La Russa running these Dodgers.
Dude, he's just like, I'm too drunk to taste this chicken. I'm like, yep. Thanks, Tony.
Oh, as they did back in the days. Anyways, should be a good series. Things are happening. Baseball, etc. Giants, that's the big one. Since we won't be doing a Thursday show this week, probably look a little bit ahead. We don't know much about that series. Who'd you say starting again? There's going to be no Scherzer, which is annoying.
Over the weekend?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it could line up to be DP on Friday. Could be a bullpen game. They could kind of do whatever they want on Friday. On Saturday, it's going to be Julio again. Sunday back to Walker. So they do still have two of their good. We'll call them their good three, because I don't know what else to call them. Their big three? I don't know.
Yeah.
Still not bad. Also,
people,
notably, the Giants are going through it right now. So
yeah, I was gonna say that's one of the things. That's another one of the things people are kind of up in arms about with Dave right now, is that they didn't line it up properly, whatever. Because Dave is taking the long-term outlook, the health, the fact that somebody like Julio hasn't thrown this much ever in his life, or somebody like Walker is approaching those points where he hasn't thrown this much ever in his life. So
yeah,
I think it's the right decision. We even talked about with the Rockies series. It wasn't the pitching. There wasn't the openers that were the problem. This pitching staff has been nails. They can find their way. Okay, hey, past me. Don't regret saying this. Mm-hmm. They can find their way, through an opener, through all this other bulk guy and all that. They could put together, quality 9 innings, no problem. Especially when you got dudes like Andre Jackson popping in, who's been crushing it.
Right.
Mitch White is apparently better in relief as a bulk guy than whatever.
Bring him out of the pen. Let him sit in that chair for a little bit. The gift that everybody made him. Yeah.
But as you said, the Giants are going through it. They have a couple dudes now hitting the Rona list, including old friend Alex Woody. So do we have to move his bobblehead? So
we got to quarantine the bobblehead.
Where'd you go?
He's up there somewhere. It's just interesting because it does line up to where you could have David Price throwing on Friday, but if you also have possibly God knows who pitching for the Giants, because I think DeSclafani's still rest in peace right now. I don't remember. I haven't paid attention very much to the Giants, but
they're finally
probably
starting to
have
crumble.
Quintana. Jose Quintana just got claimed today, so he'll probably be in that series, which means he's definitely going to no-hit the Dodgers.
Yeah, he's absolutely going
to shut us out.
Other things going on with your Dodgers. That was it. That was all the previews. We don't do previews. They're boring. But Clayton Kershaw pitched today. Dave liked it. Dave was kind of borderline giddy about it. This is the updates on updates part of the show, guys. Kershaw, he's eligible to come off the IL on the 5th. He's not going to. It's going to take some time. Mm-hmm. But Dave said if he feels good tomorrow, Tuesday, they'll really be able to ramp it up. But I guess he let it eat, through everything. Got to feel good about Tony Crenshaw coming back.
He throw one of his famous changeups, his spring training changeup.
No, it's the Hunt Cook commercial changeup. Yeah, that one that got rocked. Yeah,
the Hey Kid.
Tony Gonsolin, other friend of the show, Anthony, he let it eat today as well. Dave liked it. It looks like the next move for him will be a rehab assignment, like 3-inning outing. So that's good. Other than that, on the injury front, things are really starting to come into focus pretty decently for the boys in blue. You still have Danny Derpy.
Danny Derpy.
Future friend of the show, Danny Derpy. He's, there's no update on him, but their hope is still mid to late September. I guess that's about it. There's nobody else major. It seems like Garrett Clevenger, don't count on him anymore this season. Scott Alexander, don't count on him anymore this season. Doesn't matter. You got BDAV, so you're good.
Yeah, yeah.
Just,
Josiah Gray got rocked today, by the way.
Saw that.
Made me real sad.
How bad?
6 runs and 3.2.
Yeah. Happens to the best of them.
Struck out 3, walked 3.
Doesn't he only have like a pitch and a half? Friend of the show, JoJo Gray. He's a nice boy. And he's also had killer outings as part of it. It's part of the learning curve. Would have been nice. Wait, did Keibert?
He caught him today.
Oh.
Yeah. Battery mate Keibert couldn't hold it down.
Bad catcher's ERA.
Good start.
One of the other things I want to talk about, a couple of things before we bounce. Thumbs down in NYC. You're seeing this BS going on with the Mets and Javy Baez.
Oh, yeah. I just don't know. It's just the most
beautiful,
all around, top to bottom, from beginning to end, the most Mets thing possible. Number one, booing the hell out of your team. That's that's very New York. I don't. We've talked about booing our own team in the past, and I have mixed emotions about it. But also, at the end of the day, my biggest thing is you do whatever you want to do as a fan. You pay for your ticket. You drove here. You got your money. You worked your job to get the money, to buy the ticket, to get the hot dog, to get the beer, to come here and enjoy a baseball game, and then they suck. If you want to boo them, that's your prerogative, and you have every right to do that. Go ahead. But also, for a player to openly admit that we boo them back is very rough. Very rough, because you could have just shut up. You could have just not said anything. Hey, it's just our celebration. We go like this.
He could have said it was a New York rat.
A pizza rat, if you will.
Pizza rat. No, that was their famous thing from earlier in the season.
Yeah, that was this year.
They ran down into the dugout or into the tunnel because they thought they saw a rat, and the other person thought it was a possum or something like that. But it was one of them famous New York rats that
might
might have a killer left hook.
Yeah, they punch real hard.
And
then to have the organization come out and then trash them is just real good.
Mets versus Mets fans is the best rivalry in baseball. Hell yeah.
The only thing stopping the Mets from winning ball games is the Mets, and I think that's the best part about this all. Also, notably, I very much dislike Javy Baez, so I'm a big fan of this playing out this way. He's just not a fun person to watch on a different team. If he was on your team, I'm sure you love him. Except maybe the Mets.
Do you think he's really playing for that future New York Mets contract right now?
I think he's playing for that Cubs contract right now, dude.
Yeah, he's definitely going to go back where he's liked and loved.
He's like, they like me back there. I'm going to go back to Chicago.
That is funny as hell, though, to come out and be like, yeah, we're thumbs downing and booing the fans and whatever.
Why would you tell people? Why? There's no reason. There is no pressure for them to tell the truth in that situation.
That's him being like, I'm not going to be here.
I'm not going to be here next year. He's like, you know what? I'm going to throw Frankie under the bus right before I get out of here.
Aiden likes that he was actually honest about it. For the memes, for the conversation points, hell yeah, it's great. It's funny.
If you were a Dodgers fan, though, and somebody told you that I don't know. Corey's celebration was a thumbs down to boo back fans booing him. Oh, Kenley. If Kenley's was doing thumbs down to boo the fans back after he did something good,
back here now,
you would absolutely light that guy up. You would not be like, "That's funny. I like it. That's hilarious." You would light that dude up. 100%.
Now, I do think it's funny in that Stephen Cohen is like openly talking shit about his team on Twitter.
That's a good point because he has been,
but front office is being like, oh, we're going to have a meeting about this, and this is unacceptable what this player is doing. This is following the lead of the damn ownership.
I just hope they fine Javy because I don't like him. That's it.
No, we've seen Javy doesn't get fined. He can he can incite a whole fight and not get anything.
With the stupid rowboat thing that he did, what was he even doing in that?
I don't know. I don't know if it was rowboating, if it was sweeping the game one go-ahead homer.
Javy Baez sucks, dude. He's not good.
224 strikeouts against 24 walks over his last 162 games. That is a bad ball player. That is a bad ball player.
Javy, you suck, man. Oof. I hope you never end up on the Dodgers because this will get pulled up again.
Final bit of stuff. Anything you go through the comments, I'll tell people the weekly Netflix and Chill update because certain shortstops.
Hatfield just showed up.
So. Hold on, Brian. Certain shortstops over here weren't at the Netflix and Chill game last week because they were like,
I had to go to a 16-inning game.
I had to go to a 16 game. You know, that really helped because I was able to knock out like so many articles during that thing. Like just
the 16-inning game?
Yeah.
Oh, there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
I thought you would have got hammered, honestly. I was like, he's got to be drinking this.
I really only drink here and everywhere.
I only drink when I'm sitting down.
Netflix and Chill won. We are now 3-2. Netflix and Chill is, of course, our softball team. Check us out. Subscribe. 3-2. We scored 30 whole run points, which I didn't even know how we did that. We just kind of kept we kept the line moving. Matt Beaty actually came out. That's why we were able to score. So because it keeps the line moving. Because he's a good hitter. Beaty didn't come out, but 3-2 in the season. How about that, huh? Who would have thought it?
Certainly not I.
That's it. That's about it. Digging into a few more of the comments because why not? We're still here. We have a few minutes left. We started late, but we're also leaving early because why not? You know, I'm still on vacation mode. I'm still on West. I'm on West Coast time. It's the same time zone.
I understand. Yeah. I followed the joke.
CK Chin gives us the update here in stream. As you would expect, Mitch White sent down, as they keep doing. Evan Phillips activated. If you guys don't remember, Evan Phillips is a human dude who is now a Dodgers pitcher. He played in one game, and then they made up a phantom injury for him so they can keep him on the roster. He threw 3 2/3 solid innings.
What's his name?
That's about it. That guy. Oh, I saw that one.
It's a good one.
So yeah. Health, #health.
I don't think anyone's actually healthy.
I'm not. Anyways, guys, that's about it. We hope you had some sort of fun. We love you, Matt Beaty. Only Matt Beaty.
Matt, if you're listening, wherever you are, we have an opening on the softball team. You can play shortstop.
We are just as angry. I mean, seriously, though, man. Imagine how much of a kick in the sack that is. That's got to be. Like, you're that good at your job, and they're like, nah. Sorry.
You know what, man?
But also, we're not going to let you go work somewhere else.
Oh, I'm going to be so angry, dude. Oh, I'm still so mad. Oh. Got to hit up Jess. Got to let her rant, dude, because I know she's got a lot to say. I got a lot to say.
We'll have a secret guest on us and be like, yes, I don't like this one. You know, the robot thing.
This is my husband. I'm like, oh, no.
Anyways, this is us just dicking around. This is what we do.
I don't even work here.
I don't know why you guys are still here. Sign up to go, or not sign up, guess the big time top secret thing to go win the book from Tim Neverett. Go out to the game on Thursday in Rancho. Watch your Quakes beat whoever they are playing at Lone Mart Field. It's a fun park, cool park to watch a ball game. I'll be out there. Please leave me alone unless you have a beer in hand. Don't roofie it. I would appreciate that. I have to drive home at some point, and there's like $3 beer night, and I plan on drinking some of them.
I found out recently that the Quakes are not the Quakers.
They are not the Quakers.
They're the Earthquakes.
But yeah, Tim Neverett, go follow him too on the Twitter and the Instagram. You could also get a book directly from him if you don't want to wait. You don't want to see things. You don't want to wait for the what did I call it? Wait for wait for the giveaway next Monday. Just go get it. I'm really enjoying this long awkward outro.
The goodbye.
Yeah, this is.
How are you guys doing today?
This has been real fun.
What do you got planned for the night?
Because I could have ended it like 10 minutes ago.
We could have, absolutely.
Some fun.
We just wanted to see if you guys would stick around this long. I just want to see who's in it for the long haul. If you're committed to this relationship, you will stick around through the thick and the thin. Right now, we are in the thin. Would that be the thick or the thin? The thick is the hard part.
No, it's a thin. Because I would imagine
thin is when you hit the ball thin,
and
it, it's not good.
Yeah. When's the last time you golfed? Did you break 100 yet?
I did, yeah. I've been hitting 94 the past 2 times I've golfed. 94. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not good.
I remember 94. Oh, interview McKinney. I'm good.
Excuse me?
Get him on the phone.
We got to get out of here now. That's it. Cut it
Guys,
off
find
there.
us on the internet. We are at DodgersNation.com. Subscribe to our podcasty things. We're on iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora. We're on Amazon Music. We're on all these spots. Your podcast can be found for free. We live there. Please go visit us there. It's almost the same thing, honestly. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/DodgersNationTV. Doug lives there. We live there. Eric lives there on like Mondays and Fridays. Thanks.
Eric doesn't have a mustache anymore.
He doesn't have a mustache.
Rest in peace, mustache. Guys, I'm at BurkMe3. This guy over here is at RealFRG. We're on Twitter and Instagram. We're at Dodger Nation on Twitter and Instagram. Huge thank you to you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Thank you for sticking with us through thick and thin. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you, the next one, the next week.
Download the app. Bye.